comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Jackson and the Ravens come up now, 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Jackson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the offense will cover this one up, but they'll be pushed back inside their own 10.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Jackson from the shotgun. Brought in left side by Snead. And he's able to get up here to the 26. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. 2nd quarter now. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis with you. It's the Ravens who have the football. They'll come up on a 3rd and 4 here to start things out. The Ravens averaged exactly 4 yards per rush in 2017, and that's what they need here, 3rd and 4. Now flags come in. I think one of the Ravens got going a little early. And maybe they were coming with a blitz that time, and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming. Pick them up. Pick them up.
All right, now,
and someone jumped.
Lucky 56.
To throw is Jackson on 3rd down, escaping the pressure right. And this is going to be incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And it's taken in at the 9. He had his sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. And the Bengals will take over in terrific field position. And out now, here come the Bengals. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to air one. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. A big play. Dalton to his favorite receiver, Green. 46 yards. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's no quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Christian Kirk, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals are in for 6. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting.
There he goes, right side. 20, 10, 5, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Ty Montgomery, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. Tucker with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
So here's Dalton and the Bengals now. 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Dalton. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on it at 2nd down.
But one thing's for sure, when you've got a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Passing again, Dalton on 2nd and 10. That's caught on the left side by Kirk. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there at 22.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
A 1st down throw coming for Dalton. Trying to lay one up deep. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw again, Dalton. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where is he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10. To Montgomery to begin the drive. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. He'll leave it for Montgomery complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. From midfield now, here's Jackson. It's complete to Brown, right side. John Brown. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. John Brown, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens are in for 6. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. So here's Dalton and the Bengals now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. This is taken in. It's complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. A big play there for the Bengals. 43 yards.
We're good. We're good. Over here. Yes.
Off the play fake to Mixon. This is Dalton sliding out of the pocket. Now he's going to let it go deep right sideline. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A 2nd one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. He is putting on a show in this 2nd quarter, racking up the receiving yards as he has a 1st down. Dalton operating in the red zone now. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to Cincinnati after this. Two of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. They send Green to the left on his own. So Dalton now. And he's caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Christian Kirk with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Bengals draw even, and of course they can take the lead if they hit the extra point. Bullock good on the extra point. And with it, his guys take the lead here by a point. Bullock out now to kick this one away. Here comes Montgomery now to return it. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. He gets this one to Michael Crabtree. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. And he rifles one incomplete. Trying to get it to Willie Snead there. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
Yeah, really turned it loose, didn't he? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
Detroit!
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. Caught right side. It's Snead. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. And he'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
The Ravens on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. It's a quarterback sneak. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. This time Jackson will throw it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Von Miller not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. On 2nd down, here's Jackson. Flush to his right. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this 1st half.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19.
Let's go! 3-19!
They go play action now. Jackson rolling to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. Looking for Snead, and it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the 1st half. "15 seconds, all that remains for this 1st half as they come up 1st and 10.
Go on the ball! On the ball!
Their D gets the INT. Now what can Dalton do? And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Dalton off play action. He'll buy some time right. Now he's going to let it go deep. And got his man complete. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. The final act of the first half. Dalton, he's going to air it out deep for Green. And this is going to be intercepted. Anthony Averett picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So we've reached halftime here in the Queen City, and it's the Bengals leading this one. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, this is taken at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
So here's Dalton and the Bengals now, 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Play fake. Here's Dalton. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Anthony Averett picks it. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
After the interception, here's Jackson. It's caught left side by John Brown. Finding room inside the 40. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 2nd down, Jackson. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Preston Brown, the linebacker. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
So here's Dalton and the Bengals now, 1st and 10 at their own 21. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to let this go deep. And that's caught inside the 35. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
They go play action here on first down. And now here is another interception. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Here we go.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Brown. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Von Miller in there for sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list.
Detroit! Detroit!
Play action. It's Jackson. And that is incomplete.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have gets chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions may be in the back of his mind. The Ravens on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 19. Jackson from the shotgun. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Good. Go on the ball. On the ball.
Now a play fake here on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Dalton. He's going to look deep down the field. Green's open, and he's got it for a Bengal touchdown. A.J. Green, his first touchdown of the new season. And thanks to the interception, the Bengals offense cashes in with 6. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And the lead is up to 8. Bullock out now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
Frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10.
Gone!
They snap it at 1. Now it's Jackson. He'll leave it for Montgomery complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. Leaves them with 3rd and just a yard.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Watch him now, Barney!
On 3rd and 1, Jackson. But he's got Snead. Oh, he's got a little... Willie Snead all alone. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Willie Snead, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And now the Ravens, they're just a 2-point conversion away from tying this up. So the Ravens will keep the offense on the field as they're going to go for 2.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Back 99, Philly. Here we go.
And with a play clock at 3, we're going to get a timeout called from the sideline as they'll burn the first of their allotted 3. The offense going to stay on the field as they will line up and go for 2. Now a toss coming right side. It's Montgomery, and he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And now running right through it. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
So here's Dalton and the Bengals now, 1st and 10, right at the 30. Andy Dalton. He's going to sling this deep down. He's got a man complete. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. A big play there for Cincinnati. 54 yards. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Tavon Young. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Now Jackson on 1st down. Over the middle here to Brown. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. First and 10. A give. This is Montgomery. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
There is no doubt that Geno Atkins is really strong and stout at the point of attack, but I love his suddenness, the ability to make plays, to be in one spot, and then he's gone. And into the offensive backfield, he's a heck of a player.
And there, a big TFL, tackle for loss.
Hard to believe that his father, Gene Atkins, was an NFL defensive back. He's bred this big defensive tackle.
Now Jackson on second down. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's third down.
I'm trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown. And frankly, that should have been another pick right there. The Ravens on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 11. Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. And that's going to leave them with just one timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. From the gun, Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. William Jackson with a pick. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out.
Heavy. 368! There you go, 368! Heavy.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to go for a big play downfield. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Passing again, Dalton on 2nd and 10. He sets to fire deep. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young. The number 7 usually lucky here, not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he had won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001, to throw 7 picks.
Now let's go! Green 39! Green 39! Detroit!
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Detroit! Detroit!
Jackson now looking to throw on second down. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
The Ravens on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 14. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time is run out on this third quarter of play. Back now in Cincinnati. It's been a good one so far, just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. Here's Sam Cook now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. This is taken at the 18. Bernard shows the agility. A tremendous return there, 39 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10.
Go, on the ball! On the ball!
Out of the gun, it's Dalton. Eluding the pressure right. Throw left side complete. That's Boyd. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
He goes 368.
Dalton here from the gun. Flushed out right. And he is going to be run down. What a disaster there. A huge loss. Terrell Suggs in there for sack number 127 in his great career, moving him past Kansas City Hall of Famer Derek Thomas on the all-time list. Off the play fake to Mixon. This is Dalton. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The linebacker C.J. Mosley there in coverage.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. This will be caught inside the 10. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. A big play, but still not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as...
And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Christian Kirk from 8 yards out. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead.
4th and goal, and they found a way to throw it in the end zone for a touchdown.
And these defenses, they just like 3 downs, get off the field. But here they had to go 4, couldn't get it done.
A lot of the time, you're looking up and saying, okay, if I hold them for 3, at worst, I give up a field goal attempt. When they go for it, sometimes it really affects the defense because maybe they're not mentally prepared to go that 4th down.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Well, he strung it out as far as he could, and I like the fact that he kept his eyes downfield, but he finally ran out of time and room. But I'll take that over forcing it downfield and possibly having it intercepted.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39, green 39. 36. Check. Detroit, Detroit. Hey, Mike 52, Mike 52. Yeah, I got you. Gone. Detroit.
On second down, here's Jackson. Drops it underneath for Collins. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Jackson on first down. Escaping the punt. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Von Miller bringing the pressure again, and that is his third sack here tonight.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
To throw on second down. Jackson. Flush to his right. And now here is another interception. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
Nice.
Their D gets the INT. Now what can Dalton do? The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. A very solid gain of 27.
It must be something about the night air, because he is putting on an absolute show under the light.
Yeah, we've established anything in his vicinity, he's grabbing it. And nearly intercepted. That would have been a hat trick, his third pick of the game. Instead, second down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, fourth quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again, Dalton. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Christian Kirk, a 14-yard touchdown. And thanks to the interception, the Bengals offense cashes in with 6. Here's Bullock now for the extra point. Bullock good on the extra point. And that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. Bullock out now to kick this one away. The return man, Chris Moore. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. He's going to let this one go deep. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. That's going to set them back 5 yards. And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Over.
To throw is Jackson. The loop, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Carl Lawson in there to drop him the 7th time tonight. He's gone down. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This will be 3rd and a mile.
No. Check. Patriot. Gun.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Steps away to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. A big pickup, 18 yards, but they still stop him well short of the marker.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Lucky 56.
Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. Being chased out left. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the offense will cover this one up, but they'll be pushed back inside their own 10. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. And the failure on 4th down on the other side leads immediately to a 1st and goal. Operating from the gun. Dalton forced out to his left. It is intercepted at the goal line. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. After the interception, here's Jackson. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted. And if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10. Jackson now on 2nd and 10. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. The Ravens on third down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This is 3rd and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Jackson from the shotgun. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. Oh, passing it. Dalton. Well, there's that man again. It's complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
Good.
Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. The pitch slant caught. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Christian Kirk from 10 yards out. And the Bengals add on to their lead. And his kick is right through. Bullock out now to kick this one away. Here comes Montgomery now to return it. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And he's able to get up here to the 26. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
12 yards the pickup there, good for a Raven first. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
0.
Gone!
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. But he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Von Miller in there again. My goodness, that is now his 4th sack tonight. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. One last shot for Jackson. And some room to work. Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not at all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
Renegade.
They call a podcast Poppy. Kinkos, I see they tryna copy. Diamonds in the chains, bust down wrists. And you ain't never seen no like this. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop home, game in the chokehold.
I be out on a late night, opposite a play fight. See slime break night, this break night. My wristwatch is like a brake light, and you can get it right on your gravesite. So tell me something I don't know. $50 pizza when I'm eating in Soho. I heard that you in love with the stuff in your hate me, they hate me. What should I do? Keep getting money. It's funny, I was just like you.